Students watching and boys and girls in our classroom, we're ready to begin our spelling and poetry lesson. Let's begin by standing and we'll say the one vowel rule together. When there is one vowel in a word, it usually says its short sound. We mark it with a smile. Two vowel rule. When there are two vowels in a word, the first vowel says its long sound. Excellent. Let's have a seat and let's think about CK and KE. What type of vowels should CK follow? Long or short? Students watching? And what type of vowel does CK follow? Trey?
Short.
Yes, and KE follows a Trey. Or excuse me, Kobe. KE follows a?
Long sound.
Long is it. So let's say those together. CK short, KE long. One more time. CK short, KE long. Let's stand up and let's be ready to spell our words. Students watching, you join us. Back, B-A-C-K, back. Bake, B-A-K-E, bake. Lick, L-I-C-K, lick. Like, L-I-K-E, like. Snack, S-N-A-C-K, snack. Snake, S-N-A-K-E, snake. Brick, B-R-I-C-K, brick. Clock, C-L-O-C-K, clock. Shake, S-H-A-K-E, shake. Broke, B-R-O-K-E, broke. Come, C-O-M-E, come. Two,
T-O-2.
Great job. You can have a seat and let's look together at this word. Read this word to me, Emery.
Snack.
Why does snack end in CK? Emery and our students watching.
Because it's a short term.
You got it. Well, look at this word and read this one to me, Savvy.
Snake.
Why does snake end in KE?
Because it's a long sound.
You got it. It's a long sound. Now, everyone stand up and follow my pointer together. Back. B-A-C-K, back. Lick. L-I-C-K, lick. Snack. S-N-A-C-K, snack. Brick. B-R-I-C-K, brick. Clock. C-L-O-C-K, clock. Come. C-O-M-E, come. Two, T-O-2. Shake, S-H-A-K-E, shake. Clock, C-L-O-C-K, clock. Snake, S-N-A-K-E, snake. Like, L-I-K-E, like. Bake, B-A-K-E, bake. Great job. You can have a seat. We'll keep working on those spelling words, remembering CK comes after a short vowel and KE comes after a long vowel. Well, we've been working together on a brand new poem. And what has our poem been about? Tanner? It has been boats sailing on the... But what did our author say was the most beautiful part of God's creation, Victoria?
The rainbows and clouds.
You're right, those rainbows that God made. Let's listen to the words of our poem, Boats Sail on the Rivers, and we'll do just the motions.
Boats Sail on the Rivers by Christina Rossetti. Boats sail on the rivers, and ships sail on the seas. But clouds that sail across the sky are prettier far than these. There are bridges on the rivers, as pretty as you please. But the bow that bridges heaven and overtops the trees and builds a road from earth to sky is prettier far than these. Boats Sail on the Rivers by Christina Rossetti.
Now, let's take just a moment before we say our poem together. And I want us to look at our illustration on page 65. Now, remember, our illustrator, it shows the way he thought or she thought the setting would look. What is the setting? Students watching, do you remember? And what is the setting of a poem? Titus?
Like where it takes place.
That's right. It's where the action takes place. Is our action inside or outside for our poem? Benjamin?
Outside.
Yes, because we're enjoying some things that God created. Let's all stand up and let's say together our poem, Boats Sail on the Rivers. Boats Sail on the Rivers by Christina Rossetti. Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas. But clouds that sail across the sky are prettier far than these. bridges on the rivers, as pretty as you please. But the bow that bridges heaven and overtops the trees, and builds a road from earth to sky, is prettier far than these. Boats Sail on the Rivers by Christina
Rossetti.
Have a seat, and let's look again at what our illustrator thought was the most important part of this poem. What do you see first in this picture? Savvy? The what?
The rainbow.
That's it. And I know that our students watching have a piece of art paper right in front of them, just like we do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a picture of our setting where the action takes place in this poem, and we're going to draw a rainbow. So students watching and boys and girls in our classroom, go ahead and have your art paper and pencil ready and begin to follow our steps to draw a rainbow, like our author said was the most beautiful part of God's creation. Good, just follow it step by step. Good, Emery, good size. Good. Then notice how many curves there are in the middle. That's beautiful, Hayden. Good, keep going. Now don't forget, our author noticed the clouds and the rainbow in the sky. Good, Savvy, ready to make your clouds? Students watching, let's pause your drawing for just a moment. I notice Victoria's. Doesn't she have a beautiful rainbow with some clouds at the bottom? We're working on this. Let's keep going with our drawing. Good job. Nice, Titus. Oh, I like those curves, Trey. Nice, getting our clouds in. Love that, Emery. To your next cloud. Students watching, I want you to finish making your setting for our poem with your on-site teacher.